In a FOX23 investigation, there are now multiple lawsuits against a Tulsa company that sells manufactured and modular homes.
We first told you last year when we heard about more than a dozen people's home buying headaches with Lifeway Homes.
Tulsa's investigative reporter Jana Clark learned why one homeowner has now decided to take his complaints to a judge.
I've talked to more than 20 homeowners who all complained about Lifeway Homes. That's a Tulsa company that sells manufactured and modular homes. The homeowners told me about all kinds of problems they had with their homes. Problems they said they couldn't get the company to fix.
This is the redo.
Dave Keener showed me his modular home in Bartlesville and all the things that went wrong, like this fireplace. Turns out Dave couldn't use it. It's only for looks.
Had I not said anything and just gone my happy way and one day built a fire in there, it could have killed me.
Dave says he tried to get the owner of Lifeway Homes, Mike Harrison, to fix the problems, but that didn't go well.
Do you feel like you gave him a lot of chances to make things right?
Yes, I do. There was a period of about 6 weeks after I made the last payment where nothing happened at the house, and that's why I terminated the contract. I fired him.
Dave found out other people had problems with Lifeway Homes too.
There is harm that's being done to people, and it needs to be stopped.
It wasn't just you.
Oh, it's not just me. There are a total of 27 people I've been in contact with that have been affected by Lifeway Homes. That's not an anomaly. You just don't have 27 people that have complaints. It's a trend.
Dave made this complaint to the Attorney General's office about Lifeway Homes, and the AG's office moderated back and forth between Dave and Mike.
5 or 6 passes through the Attorney General's office, and it was always my fault or that he lied.
Dave wasn't the only one. I told you how 15 people complained to the AG's office over the past year. Many of them have since showed me a letter like this one. It says the AG's office says their case is closed and that the available evidence is insufficient to pursue further action.
Didn't feel like we got any traction there. Everybody kind of got pushed to the wayside.
Then Dave got an attorney and filed this lawsuit against Lifeway Homes.
What made you decide to finally file a lawsuit?
Out of frustration and to help people, other people, so they don't get taken by the same ruse.
What makes you think that if you file a lawsuit, it's going to help other people?
Brings it to the public light. My hope is that we can keep people from falling into the same pit.
Typically, in a situation like this, you file a lawsuit, the intent is to get some money out of it.
If I got money, I would feel lucky. I'll put it that way. I probably will never recover the amount of money that I feel I am owed.
It's not just you filing a lawsuit.
No, ma'am, it's not.
It's 4 new lawsuits filed against Lifeway Homes this year. Besides Dave, one of those is someone I've talked to before, Jim Hurt in Locust Grove.
It would have been all the way down to here.
Jim showed me the problems he was having with his house he bought from Lifeway Homes, like electrical problems. When he cooks, the stove and oven suddenly shut off.
Get red, and then it go off. Move it back and get another page and sign it right there.
Hey, the lights went out.
That's what I was talking about.
How timely.
Then minutes later, look what happened.
Cooking, it goes off.
Come on now.
Well, shoot.
Living room light just came back on.
So you turn the oven on, and then the light comes on.
It's back and forward.
Jim thinks the electrical problems could be dangerous.
You called Lifeway Homes?
Oh, yeah. All my problems, they knew about it, but never did anything about it.
He just gave up.
I got tired of messing with them.
In Jim's lawsuit, it says Lifeway engaged in fraud by engaging in promises it had no intention to perform. About a year ago, I asked Mike Harrison about the problems with Jim's home and with Dave's home. I also told him about the dozens of complaints from other people about Lifeway Homes.
House not ordered properly, the siding wasn't right, we had to fix it ourselves, dodged our phone calls. The water tank that was put in was not for a mobile home, the AC was too small so it freezes up, the home was never level, I had to pay someone else to do that. They never came to finish the home. I asked for all gas and I got all electric. They sent us the wrong home. The foundation has been sinking, walls built in the wrong place. They form vague contracts, overpromise, and poorly perform. And these are all people that I personally talked to.
Well, I mean, it would make me extremely sad if it was true.
Mike told me if there are problems, he would make things right.
I would be very grateful for the opportunity to take care of whatever people, if they've truly got some things that haven't been done, I want to take care of them.
After about a year, I followed up with all the people who had complaints, They all said Mike and Lifeway Homes did not make things right. Since then, Mike hasn't responded to my follow-up questions. I also emailed him and asked about the lawsuits. I haven't heard back yet.
They spent their hard-earned money and put it on this project to buy a house. Then it's not complete and they're left holding the bag.
Do you think more people would file a lawsuit if they could?
They couldn't afford it. That was the problem right there. I think most people have just turned away. They've given up hope on getting anything done because it's too expensive. The man is not cooperative. It's just like, why bother? There's their attitude. And I think that maybe is what he operates on. If I stall long enough, the people will just go away.
A lot of the people I talked to felt that way.
Yes.
They just gave up.
Yes. Exactly.
As for Daya's lawsuit, getting an outcome could take a while.
This could take years.
I know.
You okay with that?
I have to be. I will finish the house. I have been finishing the house on my own, and it's getting very close, but I don't have any hope that I'll ever really get any money. If it happened, it'd be a miracle.
At the end of the day, what do you really hope comes out of the lawsuit?
The main thing I want to make people aware is there's a record out there that people can see. This is what happened to a lot of people. Only a few filed for a court case, but it may be enough to provide a warning to other people to not do business and actually do their homework.
Covering news that matters, Jana Clark, Fox 23 News.
Some of the customers who are not happy with Lifeway Homes went to the Tulsa State Fair to protest outside of the Lifeway Homes booth.
You can see the shirts they made to wear. On the front they say this, say no to Lifeway Homes. On the back they say, ask me about my experience with Lifeway Homes.
They're talking to potential customers about their experiences they had with Lifeway and wanting to warn people before they buy homes.
Do you have a tip or issue that you think Jana Clark should investigate? Let us know. Email FOX23Investigates at fox23.com or call 918-388-5354 or search Fox 23 Jana Clark on Facebook.